Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. And today we have a Week 12 matchup of the 2025 season between the 5th ranked Kentucky Wildcats, who are sitting 8-1, 5-1 in the SEC, going into Vanderbilt to face off against the 2-7 unranked Commodores. But here's the thing, this Vanderbilt team took down Missouri 2 weeks ago. A huge upset, knocked Missouri way down in the rankings. So we need to make sure we stay focused, because when you play in Vandy, anything can happen. And that's what happened to the Missouri Tigers a couple weeks ago. Now, it's important to point out, this Kentucky team is coming off a win last week against Ole Miss in Lexington, Kentucky. But our offense did not play well. We turned over the ball 4 times, 4 interceptions, and our defense was the only reason we had a chance to win that game. And I would say it's really the only reason we won that game. So we did win. It was a hard-fought game. But if we play like we did today in Vandy, like we did last week against Ole Miss, we are going to get crushed. We have to play smart football. No throwing the football to the other team. That was Ryan Gamer's emphasis this week in practice. Not turning over the football. Jerry, our quarterback coach, spent a lot of time with Brock Vandegrift, going over film, trying to show Brock the right decisions to make, and hopefully that all pays off. So today, of course, we have the top stories. We'll have the game after the top stories. We'll take a look at the playoff projections, the updated top 25, and then we'll dive into the Week 12 matchup, the full game. And then after that, we will do the recruiting. So just like always, I have timestamps for you all in the video description below. So if you want to go ahead and jump to the game, feel free to go ahead and do that. And if you all get some enjoyment, be sure you drop a like. It really helps the channel and it keeps these series going. And subscribe for plenty more career mode content, dynasty content here on the Gamerability YouTube channel. New videos each and every day. We have 9 ongoing sports career modes right now at the same time. So check out the other series, go to the channel page, scroll through. You're likely to find another video or series that you enjoy. Now, moving on to the top stories here for Week 12. Here's an update first off on the Heisman Watch. You got Iamaleava from Tennessee leading the Heisman Watch right now. Ty Simpson in second. Drew Aller and Liam Clifford, 2 Penn State players. And then you got Caden Sauter from Liberty at number 5. And there was a big upset last week. The Cincinnati Bearcats have been having a great season, but they were ranked in the top 25. They played against Kansas and lost against Kansas, moving them out of the top 25. Next up, a Big Ten matchup last week. Number 1 ranked Penn State took down Nebraska 42-34. Nebraska is ranked 13th, and going into that game, Penn State was number 2. With that win, they moved into the number 1 ranked spot, which means that Georgia might have lost. And I talked about this matchup last week. Last but not least, you have number 16th ranked Syracuse taking down number 9 ranked Boston College. That is a huge matchup for college football playoff contentions. Syracuse has beat 3 ranked opponents now on the season, and that's their 3rd one right there, taking down Boston College. That might move them into the top 15, maybe into the top 10, depending on how the updated top 25 looks, and we will take a look at that next. And here is a look at the updated top 25. So Georgia did not lose, just Penn State overtook Georgia with their victory over Nebraska to be the number 1 team. So Penn State 9-0 sitting number 1, Georgia 9-0 sitting number 2. You got Alabama, Michigan, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Oregon, Missouri, Syracuse, and Texas Tech. That is huge to see the Red Raiders there. Those of you that watched my Road to Glory series on the channel, you know the Red Raiders have a very important game in the next episode, which, then I don't want to give away what's been happening in that series, but make sure you tune into that one. It has been amazing. But that win for Syracuse moved them from 16. They swapped with Boston College after that win. They're 8-2. Boston College is 7-2 now. But it's important to keep in mind, Syracuse played in week 0 against Notre Dame. And that win against Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame was ranked 5th. So they're going to be higher because that's their third-ranked opponent that they've taken down. And then number 11, Kansas State, Washington, Nebraska, Pittsburgh, Boston College, Florida State, Houston, Colorado, Cincinnati, Clemson, USF, Miami, Arizona, SMU, and then Miami of Ohio. So Cincinnati, they still remain in the top 25. They did drop with that loss this week. I was thinking they might have moved out with that loss to Kansas because Kansas is not having a good season, but they are still in the top 25. And now I like to update each week as we're getting close to the end of the season on the college football playoff projections. So if the season ended today, number 1 would be Penn State, number 2, Georgia, number 3, Cincinnati, and number 4, Miami University. So that would be the first round buys, right? Now, you take a look at the rest of the teams, starting at the top left, Liberty versus Alabama, Oregon versus Texas A&M, Syracuse versus Michigan, Missouri versus Kentucky. That would be a huge SEC matchup for Kentucky and Missouri. Now, we gotta hope it does not stay like this because we do not want to play against Georgia in the second game in the college football playoffs. So we need to make sure that we actually can somehow move to a different spot or hope Georgia, actually, we just got to hope Georgia gets number 1, right? Because if Georgia gets number 1 over Penn State, which I'm actually surprised they're not, we would actually be playing against Penn State, which I'm not saying that would be much easier, but that Georgia defense is absolutely insane. So I do not want to play them in the second round. Then, of course, we've got to get through Missouri first if it worked out this way, and that would be no easy thing to do. And now, just to update you on a new recruit, at the end of the last episode, we got Amani Chick, a 4-star run-stopping defensive tackle who's going to be a really good player. They are 6'5", 300 pounds of pure muscle. This could be a really good defensive tackle in the future for this Kentucky Wildcat defense. And it is time for the Week 12 matchup. Kentucky Wildcats, ranked 5th in the nation, going into Vanderbilt to face off against the Commodores. There is nothing Vandy would like more than to crush Kentucky, move us out of the top 10, and also get rid of our college football playoff chance. Keep in mind, the reason I say that is because if we lose to unranked Vandy, who's sitting 2-7 on the season, our chance of making the college football playoffs would be almost 0. So we got to make sure we go into Vandy, we get momentum early, and we take down this Vanderbilt team. We take a look at these two teams by the numbers. Yes, we are the better team. 86 overall, 86 offense, 87 defense. On the other side, you got Vanderbilt, who's sitting 79 overall across the board. But as we know, when you play away, those numbers are increased, right? We just got to get momentum early. We got to play smart football. Let's not turn it over 4 times like last week. Let's run the ball a lot on their defensive line. And let's crush the Vanderbilt Commodores. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's do this, everybody. I always get so fired up before these matchups. I love this game so much, and I know y'all can tell that just by watching me each and every week. Let's take a look at the CPU uniforms here. They're wearing the gold and black. So what uniform should we wear? Let's go blue helmet, and then let's go maybe, do we have blue cleats? So I cannot find blue cleats, so we're just going to do the white. It says N primary color, but for some reason the shoes and socks in this game do not actually show the right color, because you can see this should be blue socks and white and blue shoes, but it doesn't actually work. So that's something I hope that they address in an update. But let's check the playbook, make sure we got it. Yes, 4-3 defense. It is time. Kentucky going into Vanderbilt. Let's crush Vandy today, everybody. Let's get fired up.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Okay, the rain is not good. That helps out Vandy tremendously. We are a good running team, though. Vandy is kicking. They won the toss. They are kicking. So they will get the ball at half. Let's not fumble the football. It is pouring down rain. Oh, no. Okay.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game.
Yeah, we crushed them last year.
Butterflies to start a game, but when you have a
all right, let's run the ball.
Like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Got stuck on the lineman there.
Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Just a short pass.
Beautiful. So Brock Vandegrift had a great week of practice. Jerry said it was the most focused he's ever seen Brock Vandegrift in practice. So let's lock it in. No interceptions today. That's the goal.
Hand off from the gun. Running with power. Didn't get much done on that.
I like a screen here.
Fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players,
should I audible
coaches,
out of the screen
fans,
into a Barry Brown touchdown? No.
This time, they want to put out a
good thing we didn't. That's perfect.
Nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
If they've watched our film, they're going to think we're going to run a sweep here. So I'm going to go a little misdirection.
Running back searching for a hole.
Okay, they didn't watch our film. I just always assumed the AI watches film. Clearly, I don't know anything.
When you have that many people running free at your running back, that means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
I'm looking at Brown and then Patterson, of course, but also Sanders here.
Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. He hurls one deep down the left side.
He still almost caught that. Not a good throw. Not a smart throw and not a good throw.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
He got stuck on the defender.
High and deep.
He got stuck on the defender. It's a bad throw anyways. What yard line are we on? The 45. Watch this replay just to show you all what I'm talking about. So he got stuck on the defender. The reason, so here's the thing. I saw this linebacker stop, and this defensive back is right on the intended route, right? It's not open. That middle linebacker is going to pick it. That defensive back is probably going to step in front and pick it. The check down is not open, right? So Barry Brown is in single coverage here. He got picked, though. Right there. See? He got picked off his route. It was open, but he got picked, and that's why the timing was off there for Brock Vandegrift. And then it just, yeah. Wow, that is unfortunate, but that is great coverage from Vandy. I'm going to pause the video, take a screenshot here. But that was incredible coverage from Vandy. I was not expecting that. It is pouring out here, and you can really see it. I mean, we were on the field, but also from this screenshot. I mean, this might be the hardest rain I've seen in this game, and that is not ideal for a team that threw 4 interceptions last week. And I don't think we should go for this 4th and 13. No shot. Our defense is the star, right? 16 miles an hour wind? You're kidding.
Expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a good start here for this Kentucky team, but that's all right. That's a good punt. Really good.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out.
Let's play football. Come on.
So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
We knew it's going to be a good fight. Vandy is not going to go into this game.
Make an impact from your leaders.
Your leaders not only
and
have to
hold
lead
back.
the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field. Keep
Put a zone
everybody
blitz.
calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Okay, so now that's going to be a 2nd and 12. 3 receiver set. I'm going to show a cover 2, and I'm running a overload seam again.
They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
Got to hope we get pressure.
Because they are a good one.
Wait, it locked me into a, what a tackle. The rain had an effect on the receiver dropping that. It locked me into a blocking animation when I had got off the first block. I guess the offensive line is really good there. So I'm running a dime here, and we got to go match coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and
play the sticks. Play smart.
Their 20. Back to throw. It's Carter.
That's a coverage sack. Incredible zone match coverage right there, everybody. That's how this team plays.
Draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create
I cut off the primary route, and then our defensive tackle gets a huge tackle there. But yeah, I cut off that middle route. I believe the quarterback was looking for the tight end across the middle, covered it. It was a coverage sack all the way around. It was a verticals concept there at the post with the tight end.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. The punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Take the return.
This is the updated. This is the new Vandy Stadium, right? This is nice. This is really nice. I haven't seen like the fully renovated Vanderbilt Stadium. This is a beautiful.
Yeah, they did. And David,
beautiful stadium. I didn't know it was finished.
Around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what
Come
they're trying
on.
to do to you and attack them.
He's run out of bounds.
Run the football, baby. Incredible blocking. That's what this Kentucky team does. Come on.
They're gonna ride this.
That's what we do. That's a touchdown, baby.
Hit the F. Got some room. Headed to the
Good try.
line. Gets out of bounds.
Watch this.
Game, but they've got it.
This is my go-to in zone touchdown.
Cashing it in for the offense.
Inside zone. Why is the rookie in there? Why?
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers.
Patterson's not that tired.
Strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it.
That's why you have to ID the mic. It had the mic to the left. If I don't ID the mic there, the center's not getting up the second level to make that play work. On U of K.
Feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
That's right. That'll get the nerves out of the way.
Momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Yep. And hey, we got to talk about the Kentucky Wildcats. I wanted to talk about this in this video. The Georgia game has happened. I am so proud of the Kentucky Wildcats. Are you kidding me? Holding Georgia to 13 points and only losing by 1. I was so fired up that game. We almost took down Georgia, everybody. I was so fired up. I'm so proud of that Kentucky team. So proud.
And he's got the extra point.
We almost won. That's going to give us a lot of confidence. We needed that after South Carolina came into Lexington and just crushed the in real life Wildcats. That was heartbreaking. But hey, we bounced back. That's how you bounce back, right? That was amazing. Our defense was phenomenal. How did he hold on to that? Okay, a 4-receiver set. They're trying to throw me off. I'm doing a nickel. If they're going to throw me off in dime. So what I'm going to do is do a zone blitz and show cover a man blitz. I've been running a overload blitz zone. I think this is going to mess them up. Could be wrong.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room.
Could be wrong.
That one in there.
Never doing that again. See, they were trying to catch us out, though. Look.
And this
Smart.
defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on
Because then they can run on us.
and they're just going to have to make better
And
plays
we were ready. See? That's their plan there. They're trying to get us in a dime formation, and then hurry up and run it on us. It's smart, but I'm not falling for their traps.
You know their name and you know their face.
Show cover 2, run a cover 3 blitz. I think blitzing is something I didn't do enough of last season. I was there.
This game in particular, that's why it means more.
I was there. Okay, let's settle down. Settle
With the
down.
weapons
Let's
this
do
offense has,
a
you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long
cover 4
one. They've
match.
just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what
I think they're
happens
going to run it.
They'll go to the ground.
I busted up the hole.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up
Okay,
second
I
and
like
4.
a nickel blitz.
Coaches always harp about staying
Continue to
ahead
show
of the
cover
chains,
2.
and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man,
Come on,
you are
team.
doing
We can do
just
this.
that.
When they've got him looking run now. To
Get
pass.
through. That's
Unloads
holding.
to the
Yeah,
wideout.
he held me by a mile.
He's brought down, but there's a flag
Like,
on the play.
that
Let's
is
see
the
if it
easiest
stands.
holding call ever. Wait. Oh, no, it wasn't holding? What? Legal man downfield will take it, but
The
how is that
officials
not
offer the
holding?
deal, and the coach accepts it. They will
Okay.
take the penalty.
I guess the refs say let them play, right? Clearly. Now we're going to do a nickel 2 trap, showing a cover
As they
3.
get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on
We
the
put the
read.
blitz
And
right on
after
the read
stop,
option.
that is
He was
going to
reading
put a
the
bow
end,
on
right?
this first quarter.
Read the play right, but then our quarterback was coming in. Good read by the quarterback, but what he did not see was the blitz. Okay, this is when we got to go match coverage, cover 3, show cover 2. I love that play call, though. We got to go back to that
the
one.
End of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played
This is a
one
huge
before
play.
we move on. Let's have a look at the stats.
I made some mistakes on 3rd down last week as middle linebacker, but for the most part, I played well. But I have to make the decision. Are we going? We're going dime, and we're doing a match zone, cover 3 match.
Back
And
on the field
we're
after the
showing
break, and
2.
We'll start the quarter here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carter. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Way to make a play.
And
Incredible
good hands there
match
by the
coverage
defense
there.
on that shot to the end zone.
He was looking across the middle, and I double teamed him, right? So the only option is to hit the one-on-one route, and Hardaway was ready for that one. I knew not to turn into him. That's what this defense does. Huge 3rd down stops. That's a coverage. That's all coverage right there. We did not get pressure on the quarterback. That's a perfect punt. No, catch that. Catch that.
And
You gotta
that, my
catch that
friends,
and
is
run it
getting
up.
the perfect bounce, the
You gotta
perfect
catch
punt,
that.
the perfect roll. They'll have them
Okay.
locked down inside their own 5.
This is not good coverage,
First
or
and
not
10
good field
inside their
position,
own
but
5. You gotta take care of the ball, but
we got
there's
this.
room to take a shot here.
Beautiful.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about
Now
making
we're
it
going
easy for
play
an offensive
action.
coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
EA Flood, flip the play to the
8-yard
to the
pickup on
right.
1st down leaves them
I'm
with
looking
2nd
at
and
the
short.
backup tight end actually on this one. Maybe Barron Brown actually.
Off the play fake.
Barron Brown.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all.
Brock
and
does
an
not have a
incomplete
strong
pass.
enough
Instead,
arm.
they're looking at
That
3rd
was
down.
wide open.
Really nice play by the defense.
Wide
Getting
open.
in
You
good
cannot get any
position
more open
for
than that.
Deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver.
They're
put
going to
his
be
big body on it,
predicting run.
go up over top.
Run up the
The
middle
only
is
thing
what
they
they're
could
going
do
to
better is
predict.
that thing tipped
So
to another
I'm
defender.
hoping they're
That was an interception,
blitzing
but
and we're hitting
great
Brown.
coverage by the defender.
He'll
They're not
throw on
blitzing.
3rd down.
That's a terrible route
Getting
by
to
Barron
me.
Brown. But
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job.
You're kidding me.
Short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've done
is
their
that
deal
the
on
rain
ground. They're
affecting
able
your
to break on the
ability
ball,
to?
force
That's
the
a perfectly thrown football. I turned into him to do a secure catch, and I was trying to hold on the route. It made me keep going. That is a very poor route, though. Keep in mind, this is designed for 3rd and 2. Baryon Brown is supposed to come over right there across the middle. It's wide open. Instead of running the correct route, Baryon Brown takes it on like a deep post. And yeah, it's open now, but at this point in time, there's not enough time. That is, you don't see Baryon Brown make that mistake too often, but it's open, and I turned into him to get a secure catch here. It wouldn't let me stop. It wouldn't let me stop. It wouldn't even let me turn around. That has to be the rain, right? Wow, I have not had that happen. Wow, okay. That's frustrating. If he runs the right route, that's a first down. Right underneath the linebackers, it would have been perfect. No way they would have stopped Baryon Brown there.
To get it out of there from his end zone.
That's a beautiful punt.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a mistake on a rare mistake from Brown.
They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive.
Our offense has not been in sync lately.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
That's holding, yeah. Or legal man downfield. He had to have held me there.
The whole offense at your disposal.
Are they doing RPOs and just waiting too long? It must be RPOs that they're doing. And I've never seen them call that. I've never seen a team do that much. He held me, though. In my opinion. Nickel blitz.
On first down, here comes this offense.
I don't know how that wasn't holding. Twice in a row.
Dropping back, it's Carter.
Can't guard both of them.
Working the middle, it's complete.
Great play by the quarterback. I can't guard both. I had to pick one, and the other one would have been a deeper route.
Honestly, he could be a problem for this
Two wide receivers. Are they trying to get us into a? I think we go 4-3. 4-3. Cover 2 hard flat.
Second down coming up.
Wait, that's not the play I picked. What?
This time they'll go to the running game. Makes a man miss.
That's not the play I picked anyways, but I don't think it would have mattered. That was odd.
Serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Let's do a cover 1 robber.
There. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
I'm going to be the defensive tackle, or maybe outside linebacker. Or end, I mean. Good job.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy.
Play did they run? Just the inside zone.
Offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
We've got to get pressure. I'm going to be on the defensive line because our team can't get pressure right now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
That's beautiful outside contain. 3rd and 4. This is when we put the blitz on them. I'm putting the zone blitz. I'm doing it. This is overload 3. Put the blitz on them.
Facing a 3rd down.
We just got to make a play.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Running back. Yes! The blitz paid off. They're going for it. Wow. Okay. So now we call timeout, give our defense a rest, right? Yeah. Let's call timeout, give our defense a rest. They're tired. Let's give them some time. Let's think about this. And they're punting. We gave them time to change their mind. See? They were going to line up and try to draw us off sides, weren't they? They were about to draw us off sides. Good use of the timeout here. And that's a really bad punt. Maybe the rain.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds.
Good timeout. That's a great timeout.
Kentucky
4 minutes left.
The big blue offense takes the field. Last time,
I love this game so much. It's just such a good video game.
Drive that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think
you got to make that block. 76 did not make a block. Okay.
And how about the timing?
We can get him with the play action on honestly the same play.
Better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back.
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go.
I think we can get him on a play action.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Nope.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Okay, Macklin might be wide open.
On the play sheet for this 3rd and long from inside.
No, he's not. Baron Brown can be open though.
Over the top. Oh, what a grab by the
He didn't even
defense.
try.
Bringing it back.
He didn't even go up for it though. Like,
and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball.
he didn't
out
come
of
back
the air
for
and
it.
gave back
I don't think this was a bad decision. One-on-one with your best player, right? I don't think this was a bad decision. They've got great coverage there on the outside. The safety is watching the middle, right? He's going to pick off Macklin. The out route's not there. Sanders is open, right, for the check down. But we wanted a first down here. And Baron Brown is one-on-one coverage with the cornerback there. It's a good thrown football. But look, he doesn't even try. And I did not turn into him that time because of what happened the last time. Baron Brown did not even try. For the second time, I guess the other time you could blame on me. You got to come back for that football. He's looking at it. Look. He's looking at the football. That's the playing away effect and the Heisman effect, playing on Heisman difficulty. But, like, they've got to go up for that. Like, it's a good thrown football. That's a backside shoulder throw in front of the cornerback. Baron Brown is staring it down. He jumps in front of that. That's a catch. Instead, he just runs right by it. That's one thing that really frustrates me about this game is wide receivers do not make plays on the football. They do not come back for it like they should right there. That should have been a catch. It definitely should not have been an uncontested catch from the cornerback.
Offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're
I can
going.
tell you that.
They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess.
That's unacceptable from your superstar wide receiver.
Great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast.
Try to cause a fumble.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved.
Let's show man and do a zone blitz.
Completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the ring.
I was so ready to intercept that ball if he throws it across the middle.
Nice completion.
I was so ready.
Receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Movement here from the tight end. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a
I like
chance
the
to
trap.
at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Got to get pressure.
He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab.
We should have had somebody over in that zone.
1st and goal from the 6.
The middle linebacker was supposed to be over there
And they're on the doorstep.
and did not get over there. I guess I should have been them that time.
Really good
Okay,
rhythm.
it's all right.
This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And
He threw it away. He should have ran it.
Wild, high and wide
He should have
on
ran
that
it.
one.
Let's go cover 2 hard flat.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Got to make a play. Got to make a play. Come on, team.
Back to throw, it's Carter.
We've had the best red zone defense this season. I like the hard flat again.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch.
Come on,
and
team.
smothering the
Come
tight
on,
end. They
lock
know
it
this
down.
offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy
Our
down. Not
defense
easy to do.
continues to dominate in the red zone. Our offense left us in a terrible position. Our defense does what they do best. Good play calling, good execution.
They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Almost blocked it, really. I tell you, our offense has not looked in sync today at all. Barron Brown has not played a good game. You cannot blame Brock Vandegrift so far in this game.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
We're running the ball well. We just got to keep running
From
it.
inside his own 10, he'll try to help out
Tried
their
to
field
cut it outside.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Actually, I like a draw here. Because it's 1st and 10 with 57 seconds
They've
left.
got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of
We've
like
got
a
plenty of
doctor.
time.
First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also
That's
momentum is
amazing.
hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
We got plenty of time.
So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Just gets rid of the football.
Just gotta play smart.
It'll be second down.
I like vertical concept with a drag from Barron Brown.
Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to get
Throw it
to
away.
And he was hit.
That's
just
incredible
as he was
coverage.
releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This Vanderbilt team has shocked me with their coverage.
Try to throw from the pocket. They could
Like,
get to
shocked
him
me.
and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
I don't like the play action here. I wasn't trying to call a play action. There we go.
Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Feeling some heat.
Tried.
And he was hit just as he released
Nobody
it, and it
open, though.
falls to the turf.
That's such good
And
coverage
money down
again.
Defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion.
That's a great punt.
and
You
now
know,
forcing the fourth down.
Vanderbilt is playing
He'll
some
call
football
for
right
the
now.
fair catch here.
Their safeties and cornerbacks are locking down coverage.
Vanderbilt has the ball again.
Now
and
just
here
play
comes
smart.
that Commodore offense.
This one we hit them with
Now
the
they're
cover
backed
for.
up here, Jesse. Wonder how
Nothing
aggressive
fancy.
they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like,
Yeah,
what are
they're
you
just gonna
comfortable with right
probably
here?
let it run
We
out.
can run,
Smart.
maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
I'm
He
actually
wants to
surprised
pass
they
on
snapped it.
second down.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to try it.
Pass ball's incomplete, and
That's
how
smart.
we
7-3
finish
at the
this.
half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things
We got
cranked back
this.
up here.
Come on. Hey, halftime adjustment. Give the ball to Patterson. I know we caught ourselves in poor running positions, which is why I did not. I still ran a lot. They did a good job at containing it after that first few drives, right? But, like, we got to run the football. And the rain plays a big factor in this game. If y'all did not know that, the rain plays a big factor for footwork for players, throwing the football, you know, missed throws, missed catches, and it's showing. It's showing big time.
Attitude adjustments.
No
They've
doubt
gotta
about it.
Find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing.
Tried
I think
to
they
make
need
him
more of that in the
fumble.
second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense,
That
you
was
have an
great
opportunity to
blocking.
make a
Okay,
statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up.
Let's
and
run a
you told
trap.
yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On the run, it's Young.
That is incredible.
And
Oh,
this one will be stopped for no gain.
incredible play, but they almost got a first down. He slipped.
Nowhere nowhere
Third
to
and
go.
3.
They got
Okay.
dominated up front
They're
at
probably
the
going to
time.
run it. Let's do a overload seam.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
And I am actually going to be the end here.
Looking for a man.
Screen.
It's Carter.
I
Quickly to the tight
read
end.
back with what they were doing.
Run it midfield.
I thought it was a screen,
And
but
they
it was
don't
just a
drag
little
him
out
down
route.
until he gets all the way to the 46-yard
Almost
line.
stopped the play.
Well, look,
That was close.
wasn't a
Okay.
touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. And what
I
better
read that
way
one.
than converting on
Wish I
3rd
could have
down.
jumped in
Awesome
front and
job
got the
by
pick, though.
quarterback getting towards progression.
I
Okay.
love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to
Throw
take
'em
big
off a
shots
bit.
down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick
Hardaway
completion on the
has to pick that.
He's there to make the
He's
stop,
in
but
the-
damage has been done as
That's
they pick
his
up the first
zone.
down
He
on
played
the
it
throw
too
and
low.
catch.
Nice
Come
job there by the
on.
receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where
He's
he's
gotta
going.
play
He
that
can't
better.
Be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an
No doubt
opportunity
about
to
it.
break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot
Beautiful.
Nowhere to run on
I
that one.
cannot
He
believe
loses
that.
4 on the carry.
I'm going to show cover
Man,
2
it's been
man. We're going to do
surprise
a
today for this offense.
blitz.
Like coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up.
That's an amazing sack. Hardaway makes up for it.
This defense,
With a
they
cornerback
are
blitz.
tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic.
Putting
and
the
that are so
hurting on 'em.
strong and then can collapse
Okay,
the
3rd and
pocket.
22.
You
Do
saw
not
it
mess
right
this
there in
up.
that play action attempt.
This is an easy dime cover 4. Dime cover 4 all the way.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd
You
down,
give cushion.
don't
You
do
play
that
smart.
anymore. 3rd and very long coming up.
He fell. The wide receiver fell.
That one never had a chance.
The
Incomplete.
rain, this is probably the hardest rain that I've seen in this game. Their wide receiver slipped. Their tight end dropped the football, and our DB almost picked that up.
And the
Well, he didn't
Commodores
drop
will
it.
send
He
out
just
the
couldn't
punt
cut
unit.
fast enough in the rain, got hit right in the back. Our defense is playing amazing. Hardaway with the big time sack. This rain it's so tough. So tough. Like,
back in the big blue offense takes the field. The sledding has been tough.
Come on,
Scores
Patterson.
have been at a premium
Big
just
time,
in
big
every
time second half
possession.
here.
Seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical.
That's
For
all
this
Patterson.
offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing
That's
get that
great
one
blocking.
positive
First down.
play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
I want that
Well, I know
that
this is an
play
offensive
action
line
from
that has a
earlier
ton
with
of
Barryon
pride. They
Brown
wanna
on the
come out
outside.
each
I
and
just
every
don't remember
game
what formation it
really
was in.
impose their
It might be
will
this one.
on the D line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up.
I don't
the
think it
first.
is. I want
Now
that play
on
action
1st and
bad
10
though.
From the 29.
I just don't remember what formation it was in. That's wide open. Get outside.
Nowhere to run
If
on
he's
that
able to
one.
beat
Loses
one
4 on
one
the
man, it's a
At
touchdown.
some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second
This is a
half.
great
I gotta
time
go
for a
out and
screen.
make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Trips right.
Couldn't get him blocked on
We
that
run a
last
lot
one. Now
from
it's
this
2nd
formation.
and 14.
The backup's in.
To the air, it's Vanderbilt. They'll run the screen.
Incredible.
Push down for the tackle.
Okay,
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just...
let's run the Ryan Gamer slot corner.
Gotta be versatile. I gotta
Named
be able to
after the
trust
head
my
coach here.
And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend
Wide
on it.
open.
Finds his tight end.
The rookie.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Is that
He's brought
holding?
down, but there's a flag on the field.
It
Let's
did
see
look
which way
like it.
that's going to go.
Okay. Vandy has held me like 4 times today.
Down, but this time
4
the
times.
offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
4 times, and I am not over-exaggerating.
Get set, first down. They'll try it over the left side.
I tried to juke, but I guess the rain just wouldn't let him.
Give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I am thinking another screen here. Screen plays are working against their defense right now. And I'm doing it from a different formation. I'm expecting a cover 4 or some type of zone. Probably not match coverage either.
He's looking to throw.
Wide open.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Amazing.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this
Told ya.
defense was flailing as he weaved
It's actually a
his way
blitz,
and got down
a
to
zone
the
blitz.
26. No matter how many
It might have been
times
man.
they
It was
tell
hard
you
to see,
look for
honestly.
it, it is
I was
tough
paying
to
attention to
defend
the
a
screen. It couldn't have been man.
perfectly executed
He did not play the
Yeah,
running
because
back
I'm
man,
trying to
middle
go get the
linebacker at
quarterback,
least.
And everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace
Get
your
the
steps,
freshman
get back
tight
in
end
the play.
involved.
Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Now let's run. We've been running to the right a lot towards the strong side. We're going to run weak side here. Thinking about a play action.
Because of his
No.
ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll use the
He's
running
got
game
one
on
tackle
first
to
and goal.
break.
They
He's
get
not
him
able to.
down, and that'll
Okay.
be the final play of the third period.
This is
Guys,
where our
it's the
team
end
has
of the
struggled
quarter,
all
and
season because I
Kentucky
throw
has
it to the
lead.
other team.
Let's take a quick look at the national
So
rankings
let's
to see how
let's
this
not.
playoff race is shaping
How about it? Just don't give it to the other team here.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
I love a counter here. We've ran strong side so much.
Chuck this
Ah,
quarter
that's
off with a
not open.
touchdown right here.
It could be, actually. If they bite.
On 2nd and goal,
They
go
did not.
right back
Okay.
to it.
Better than throwing
They
an
bring him
interception,
down, and
though.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to.
This is
When
our
you get down to this
weakest
area,
part of our
they're
game.
going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football.
Why do
They're
we
gonna
have the
use
same
their
plays
identity
in
of
here?
physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and
He
goal.
got stuck!
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right
He
at
got
the goal
stuck.
line.
After that incompletion on 3rd.
They cannot run routes in the rain. They can't. That's great coverage on Barron Brown. That's where I was looking first. But look. Look how bad this cut was. This is how much it's pouring down rain. This is our superstar senior receiver, Dane Key. Watch him on the cut. He cuts to a post. He can't round it. You all see how open that is for a touchdown? It's a beautiful play call. Beautiful play call. If he cuts right there, that is open for days. Instead, he rounds it out. He kind of slips a little bit. And yeah. That is so unfortunate. It is crazy how much different the rain makes it. You know, we haven't had a lot of games with this heavy rain. This is our first rain game, I think, this season. We had a couple last season, but it didn't affect our team this much. That's wide open. A great play call, too. He cuts on the line. That's an open touchdown all day.
It's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And he missed it. No good.
Our kicker just shanked it.
The lead is still...
Our kicker just shanked it. I've seen this happen in this game a few times. And that kick, I was aiming to the right. So your controller vibrates, it's on the edge. So he kicked it. It was good timing. If you all looked at the timing and the input, it was good. He pulled it to the left, banked it. That's the home field advantage. Wow, I cannot believe that missed. We actually had this happen in a live stream as well for Texas Tech Red Raiders, to where it was good execution. We watched it back. It was good execution, good aiming, and it just, the kicker can pull it with low accuracy sometimes and low composure. And there's an example of that. Just kind of pulled it to the left of that zone off the goalpost. That is a nightmare. We'll be looking, remember, this is a converted punter to kicker in the offseason. We're going to be looking for a new kicker.
All right,
Pitiful.
there's still life in the opponent.
Okay,
This
our
team just
defense
had a
knows how to
chance
play.
Have their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post, and we've still got a good ball game.
We know how to play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating.
Yes! Hardaway! I turned into him, jumped in front. Huge interception. Our defense is mad right now. Great match coverage, a buzz match. We faked the quarterback out like crazy with that coverage. That's the first time we've ran it, I believe, this game, maybe one other time. That switch match coverage, and it worked to perfection. Hardaway turned into him, jumped the route, perfect time interception. Hardaway, you legend. Play football.
Kentucky sends the
Come on, team.
offense back out onto
Wake
the
up.
field.
That'll get our team fired up. Say that our team, our defense went over to Barry. They lifted him up. They said, we got your back. Hardaway went straight to Barry. We got you. It's all right. Get it the next time.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Discards a man.
Patterson! Touchdown, Kentucky!
And once
On U of K.
They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to
That's
that guy.
all
He
Patterson.
makes
I
a
mean,
big
don't get me
play.
wrong, great
Yes,
blocking,
please.
but Patterson dodged Longwell, the middle linebacker there, broke a tackle and took it to the house. We needed that big time. Our defense
Now they'll
is
line up for what they
amazing.
hope is automatic.
Now it's really shaking because he's low composure after that last kick. He
And the extra
pulled that
point is up
a
and
mile.
good, and they have an
All right.
11-point fourth quarter lead.
Not a mile,
We
but
check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on,
okay,
Kevin?
14-3, 7 minutes left.
On your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. We've got
And we
our
were
eye on
showing
this
man
one and
too, if y'all
everything
noticed
else
that. We were
going
showing
on
man
throughout the
coverage
day.
as well in that
Thanks for the
coverage
update
show.
on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I was there. Team.
And a defender miss. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
How many people can miss a
Commodores
tackle
want
when
to
we
pick
were
up
there?
the tempo.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed.
That's on me.
Good play call.
I bit up on the run as the middle linebacker, and they threw it right into my zone.
Go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties
Read that
closer to
one.
the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they
be
come
ready
to
to
the
make a
line,
play.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Pocket starts to
I was sitting right where he wanted it to throw. I anticipated that route that he's going to kind of hook right to the middle. That's right where the quarterback is looking. They've ran that play a couple times today. We put the pressure on him. He didn't have enough time. We got to run a cover 3 match coverage here.
They line up, and it
Show
is a
cover 2.
long way to the sticks
Oh,
from
I don't
here.
like this.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Yes!
And the pass is
Done!
intercepted.
Steps in front!
Never really got
Huge
that
interception.
return,
I like the
breaking,
play
but
call.
offense is set up at the 30.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a
Beautiful.
lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football.
Our
For plays
defense is
just like
fired
that
up right
to
now.
make
Like, we
the
are playing
INT
exceptional
almost put
defense.
this one away.
Our offense has had some growing pains today, but it's the rain. I mean,
They bring him down, and he's going to
It is what it is.
on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now
Let the clock run a little bit. We need a huge gain here.
Really good.
Right back
62. What were you doing? Why were we double teaming there?
Nothing doing in the middle of this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
I actually like the running back on a smart out route.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right
Well, it was open. The bad thing was he was getting hit, and when you're getting hit, you can't make that throw. Brock's hurting, yeah, I'd say it was open. Just did not have time to go through the progressions to pick it up early enough, and they were sending the house. Should have probably just took the sack, but no, it was open. You got to trust yourself when it's actually open, and it was. That's football sometimes, unfortunately.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack.
Come on,
Boy, they had
defense.
that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw
Close.
the football, you're gonna throw
That's a great levels concept across the middle. I have to make a decision and guard one of them, right?
I agree, David.
I jumped the front route, and great job. I still almost picked that off. Almost is a strong word, but
move on, play the next
still.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into
They might
this
run
lead.
this.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Got stuck. Got stuck on the end. Okay.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed.
Good
More
play.
work to do,
That's
but you
beautiful.
had to get this part accomplished first.
We got this. It's a hard-fought game. Any game in the SEC on the road, I don't care who you're playing, it's going to be a battle. Especially a rivalry game like this against Vandy. It is not going to be easy.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time.
Number 62, what are you doing? The defender didn't even dodge him. All he did was he just missed him. I am shocked right now with our offensive play.
Didn't get much done on that
Shocked.
first
And I do
play of
think
the
a screen's
drive.
going to
It's
work here.
2nd and 11.
No, it's not. Got to run this. I am blown away by our team's lack of execution today. Wide
Smart move to
receivers,
keep it on the ground.
quarterback, Patterson's dominated.
And he found plenty of running
Offensive
room
line,
on
for the
that
most
one
part,
before
has
the
been
defense
good, but
was
they've had a
finally
couple
able to get him down.
ones not very good. Now, I tried to get my running back about 20 attempts. Got him 19. He's having a great game. He's single-handedly trying to keep us in this. But some huge key missed blocks today, huge lapses in execution. There's one of them.
They just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Why are we panicking? Coach, we don't need to throw. Offensive coordinator, whatever game plan he used this week, throw it out the window.
Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's
I
gonna
like
get
a
his.
halfback
Such a great
blast.
back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more
Am
plays
I
together
crazy
like
to
that
play
right
action here? Yeah, that's no. I mean, I don't think it is crazy. It stops the clock.
Gonna run it. It's Patterson. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose the yard.
I mean,
on
they
that
keep a
one.
timeout, right?
Timeout called there by the defense.
That's what I
Desperate to
meant
get the ball
by it
back
would've stopped the
and
clock.
Save as much time as possible.
We got to get this. I'm not running this one. I mean, okay, we are. We can't get to
This is a
play.
big third down.
It's
If
going to
they
be
can move the chains, they can
say
just
hut. I
about
tried.
salt this game away.
Our coach did not have any pass plays on the recommendation. Like, It's going to be -5 yards, which is not terrible, but like, that's not what I was trying to do. Now we have some pass plays. I think you got to pass this. I think you got to try. I know the odds of getting this are low, but I'm going to throw it up to Dane Key.
Wants to throw. It's Vanderbilt.
Nope.
They're trying to get to it.
A was open.
A timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
A was open. It's all right. Hey, we saved the timeout. We didn't throw it away.
A lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
Got to play defense. I cannot believe he held on to that football. There's no way he held on to that. There's no way. There is no way.
This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this.
It's the buzz match coverage. Done. It's switching, right? It's a switch coverage. Buzz match audible. I audible to that coverage. A buzz match. It done jumped it, picked it. Our defense single-handedly keeping us in this game. A great play call, even better execution. The quarterback saw the coverage, got thrown off, saw the base cover 3, right? I did not show cover 2 that time. I showed a cover 3, and we did a buzz match. So the safety comes up, jumps the route. They were not expecting that. He was expecting the safety to go back there. That's a great play.
Sends the offense back out onto the field.
And now that's game. We just got to nail it, right? I believe.
Chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a
Do we have to let's do conservative
the
then.
Offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have
40,
to be aggressive. They're
40,
trying to get the football
40.
back
Yeah, it's game.
later
We
in the
just
game.
we just nail
Because
it.
they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Can we find a clock management QB nil, please?
Line gets set. First down.
Can we just wait? Never mind. This is a bad idea. Can we audible out? We can't. We got to take a delay of game. Never. I'm just doing it.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping.
Our head coach is having a meltdown right now. I don't know what's going on right now. 40, 40, 40. Let's run the. I'm so flustered playing on the road in this video game. Clearly, you all can see it. But I mean, defensive play calling has been great, but oh my.
Trying to get the edge on the right.
Trying to get him outside.
He just never got started going
2 clock.
forward. A huge loss of 8 on
A
the play.
poor judgment.
Offense here, the game boils down to this
In
one play.
I still don't think we could have got there, but we just got to run the clock.
That's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to
We're
get
not
it
getting a
back
first
and go
down. We just got to get in field goal
So,
range.
Let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And sure,
Got to stay in bounds, smart, and yeah, we're in field goal range. That's a great run. Good hustle. Now, yeah, our kicker's not good, but
so on 4th down, here comes the field
so
goal kicker in a
here's
huge
I
spot.
think we actually should punt this for field. There's no way we make this in a 16-mile-an-hour headwind, right? It's possible, but we give them much better field position. I think we try for a. I say we take a timeout, right? I say we take a timeout when it gets down to the bottom, and we decide between a punt or a field goal.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16
A
seconds
punt,
left in the game.
we can put on the sideline and basically win the game. A field goal, although it's a really tough one, we win the game. Coach says run it. I disagree. I say we punt it. And all we're doing is looking to get it right on the sideline, like a kind of like a squid, kind of like a lofted kick right at the sideline. Just like that, ball in the 15. Beautiful.
I think they'll spot it right around the 15.
So now We go into prevent because they need a touchdown, right? This is when I think you all would agree on prevent. I know you all hate when I run prevent, but I do think this is a time to run it, in my opinion.
Back to throw, it's Carter. They're bringing heat.
Beautiful coverage. Everybody gets mad at me when I run prevent here on the channel. I still get comments on last season videos about running prevent, but I think you should always run it at the end of the game. But in these scenarios, I would never not run prevent, but a lot of people don't. Pass on U of K. That's a victory. Our defense won this game for us. Patterson won this game for us. Patterson had a great game. Wow, we battled. Our defense dominated today against Vandy. That was an incredible defensive game. Our team struggled on the offense, but it was heavy rain. It was tough. It was really tough.
The other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What an incredible finish. That is a defensive game from this incredible Kentucky defense. Good play calling on the defensive side. Good coverage shells, use of blitz and not blitz, throwing them off with a buzz match. After not running a lot of buzz matches that game, I ran a couple of them. That faked that quarterback out. That quarterback was so confused most of that game, and we got the job done. Offensively, wow, playing in the rain is insane in this game. And it was this game, we had a game last season similar to this, but this game right here, the heavy rain, I mean, we couldn't get anything going throwing. Our receivers couldn't cut on the field. Like, our offensive linemen were missing blocks and missing cuts on pulls. The only player who was not missing cuts was Patterson. Patterson played a fantastic game running the football, and offensive line played great too. They had some struggles. They had a lot of struggles, but at the end of the day, that's 7 points in the first, 7 points in the fourth. Our defense held them to 3 quarters to 3 points. They got 6 in the fourth, but I think we have the best red zone defense in college football. We get a team to the red zone. Remember the game against Texas, against Arch Manning this season. He threw all over us, but Arch could not get anything going in the red zone. Our defense in the red zone just locks it down, and that's why we won that football game. It was stressful, but hey, I say this a lot. In this game, when you're playing away, especially a rivalry matchup, in SEC on Heisman difficulty. This is a conference matchup, a rivalry game away. It is going to be an ultimate challenge. If you played this game, you know what I'm talking about. When you play away, rivalry game, an SEC matchup, especially as a top 25 team, that unranked team wants to beat you. And Vandy wanted to beat us today. We got the job done, but wow, was it close. We fought. We left it all out there. Our offense has to clean up some stuff. Barron Brown struggled. Dane Key struggled. Our tight end played great. But that was not the Kentucky offense. These last two games, even though last game actually Barron Brown dominated, right? But the rain today really threw off this offense, and you can tell it. But what it did not throw off is our defense. Was that 3 interceptions? Amazing. Vandy was rattled. Good coverage shells, good coverage, good blitzes, and our team got the job done. That was incredible coverage. You take a look at these stats here. We held them to 200 yards, and they held us to 210 though. So they had a good defense too, right? I mean, we have to give them credit too. Their defensive game plan was amazing. Did you see their coverage? Their cornerbacks look like Georgia out there with the home field advantage. Wow, they were dominating. Outside coverage, we had them beat on that long throw. There's a couple times we had them beat in the first half. The throw was not made, though. I tried to make it, but it just wasn't made. 118 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. We held them to 30 yards rushing, only 1 rushing touchdown. Held them to 170 passing. They held us to 92. Wow. 3 interceptions. We did throw 2 interceptions. None of them should have happened, though. None of them should have happened. The one, he was open. I tried to throw it. He took a shot. Maybe I should have just held it. And the other one, Baron Brown did not go up for the football. So I don't really blame Brock Vandegrift with those. Honestly, open receiver on one and just gets hit and throws it right to the other team. It happens. And the other one, Baron Brown, should have fought for it. Time of possession, very even. You take a look at the player stats. Their quarterback really struggled. 3 interceptions. Our quarterback struggled as well. The struggles continue for Brock Vandegrift 2 weeks in a row. He has been taking shots. He has been getting hit. And wow, the rain was tough. 60 rating, 6 for 16, 92 yards, and 2 interceptions. But here's the thing. Can you really put a lot of that blame on Brock Vandegrift? I don't think so. Offensive line, you put the blame on the wide receivers. They couldn't cut the rain. Maybe put the blame on the rain. In my opinion, I don't think Brock played a terrible game. I don't think he had any blatant terrible throws. I think he was throwing a lot better today. I think we just got a little unlucky with the wide receiver slipping. At times, we needed him not to. Now, Patterson dominated. Try to get him above 20, around 20 carries. He got 23, 129, 2 touchdowns on the day. Our defense absolutely dominated. Sacks from Silver, Hardaway, half a sack from Gadsden there. But just incredible football. 2 interceptions from Dunn. Game ball goes to Dunn. He's the reason we won with that last pick. I mean, amazing. Hardaway with an incredible pick. And he had that huge sack earlier in the game. 7 total tackles for Hardaway. That's how you play football. This Kentucky defense is built tough. They are built tough, and I'm just so proud of this team. I am so proud of this team. Let's go ahead. I already took a screenshot earlier on in the video when I was showing that replay, so we could just go check to see what happened around the college football landscape here to see what wins happened. Where do we move up in the rankings? And then, of course, we got scouting. Well, I guess we got scouting first before we do all that. But this series this season has been pure cinema. It shows the difficulty, though. For one, you watch last season, watch this season. It shows the difficulty jump when you play Heisman. And when you particularly, when you play at home, yeah, it's still really challenging. But particularly when you play on the road, this game, they did a fantastic job creating these road environments. Like, you really feel rattled. You feel rattled as the player. Your players on the field, they feel rattled, of course. And it makes it tough. That was a very defensive game in the rain, and Vandy almost pulled it out, but we got the win 14-9. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Wow, that was stressful. Let's calm the heart rate down and get into recruiting. Wow, that was intense. Okay. This season has been so intense, though. Amani Chick was our last recruit we picked up. The big one, if you haven't paid attention to any recruiting, is Stephen Bullock, the 5-star Bill General quarterback, the future of this team. I mean, you look at these stats. This player is going to be a starter right away. And honestly, he may be 80 overall. He may be 80 overall to start. That's insane to think about. Okay, Rashad Mize, a deep threat wide receiver. 6'4", 192 pounds, 95 speed, 96 acceleration. We are winning the battle on. That's a huge find. That is a huge find. And I don't think we need to schedule a visit. That's the thing this year. We've had terrible ability to schedule visits due to our schedule with a lot of home games up front when players were not ready to visit. Then once they were ready for visits, we had a lot of away. And you don't want to schedule too late. I mean, you can, but I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of Georgia next week. I'm afraid of Georgia. Like, I'll be honest, we have 2 games left in the season, and one of them is against Georgia. That'll be the next game. And yeah, I'm a little afraid. So I think we just continue our hard sell, continue to send friends and family, because we're gaining good influence. The only downside is West Virginia does have the pipeline. They have not scheduled a visit, though. We got Iloka, is how I would pronounce that. An agile 4-star offensive lineman. We are beating Wisconsin right now, but Wisconsin is moving up. It's not worth the risk to visit because we're gaining good influence and we're beating the other schools. That's the big thing. I pay attention. Do the other schools have visits? I mean, there is a visit down there, but they've already been locked out. So yeah, we don't need to schedule a visit. And then Adrian Warlow, a right-end power rusher, 4-star, where we are dominating. Love that. We just stay the course with this recruit. And then David Sampe. This was the 3-star Gym cornerback who we are leading the way on. Georgia has not offered them yet. So Georgia doesn't go after too many 3-stars, right? They don't really have to. The thing that I don't like about this cornerback, though, is their speed. And I don't know. We need cornerbacks for the future. This is a risk. And it's not really a risk, but you're getting this player hoping that when they progress in the offseason, that their speed improves. And speed does improve a lot of times in this game. But if this player stays, if we get lucky, they're like star or elite development, right? That's what the gym says. You know it's higher than normal, but you don't know which one it's going to be. So if it's elite, you got to hope they spend points on speed. Because if not, this player is never going to start at cornerback. They're small, 5'11", 175. They're probably not going to play any other position. So likely, if this player doesn't get better, they're just going to be removed from the team. Now, we're going to go after them as kind of maybe could be a safety in the future or a cornerback. We would not start a cornerback with that low of speed, though. I don't care how good overall they are. They're going to get beat every time in the SEC. Now, this was the center that we just added, right? Or we added recently. A 4-star pass protector, and we are winning. Ole Miss is in second. And we don't have any motivations. Yeah, we just added them. So, yeah, we really just have to stay the course. They have a pipeline boost. We did get a lot more influence than Ole Miss did. But I would be surprised if we get the center. Middle linebacker, BJ. We just added this one to the list. We are gaining a lot of influence. A run-stopping middle linebacker. And a run-stopping middle linebacker with really good speed. Has the natural. We could have used that on the offensive line. So the natural means players play better in bad weather. And so our team clearly did not have the natural in that last game. And we don't have enough motivations to learn their perfect pitch. I know we know 2. But I think we're gaining good influence on them. And if we don't get them, it's not a huge deal at all. I know we lost middle linebackers from Georgia, but we got a 4-star Gym already. And then we lost Waddle. We did not expect to get this defensive tackle, but that's okay. We have other defensive tackles in. And we were scouting kickers. That's what we were doing. So yes, we're keeping these in for now unless we run out of space. We got 35 slots. We want to remember Shane McClellan, Tyler, and Ledbetter that Georgia won over us. And I'm sure Georgia remembers the ones we won over them too, right? Okay, let's scout this other kicker. We got 245 hours. Look, we're going straight after that game to scout kickers. Straight into it. We want somebody who has the best accuracy. Oh my. Okay, Hargrove, see ya. Hargrove has better accuracy and kick power, though, but this is a Gym. A coffin corner does not help. Has Road Dog? Oh, this one has Road Dog, too. Well, LaMarcus Moses, Alex Hargrove. That's which one are we closer on? None of them. This one, actually. This is interesting. Coffin corner you do not need as a kicker. You don't need coffin corner as a kicker at all. I cannot even believe that that's a skill that this player has. This player is going to get better quick, right? And honestly, I don't think we struggle with kick power, right? I don't think we struggle with kick power at all. We struggle with accuracy. Now, this kicker is better. They have Road Dog. They got clear-headed. I like how it shows throw power. We're going to do some fake kicks. Which one has better, I guess, awareness? 63 awareness. That would probably dictate some of their composure as well. That's tough, right? This is much more accuracy, and the good thing about this is... Wait, is clear-headed composure? It is, right? But the good thing about this player is we know they have better than normal development. This one we don't know. This one's we're guessing. But this one has road... How about we just go ahead and add them both to the list and offer a scholarship? We can move one to punter if we need to, right? It's not a big deal. I'm not one to like to have too many punters. Let's see. What is our punter good? I need to go to team needs. We've punted a lot. O'Hearn is not very good. 73 overall. So that... What does he have? Let's actually go back. Let's go to our roster and let's see what our kicker stats are. Because it could be that we get both of them and get rid of our punter in the offseason. 92 kick power. Mega leg and field flip. So never mind. We definitely don't want to get rid of them. But we do need a punter. Technically the next season, and they could get better. They could get better, right? Normal dev trait. So they're going to be here one more year next year. And then we bring in another punter this year to develop them in the next season. Kicker. We have 2, but yeah. What 50 awareness, 65 overall. And normal development, 2-star. I say we probably no abilities either. Yeah, I say we look for we need a kicker anyways. I say we look for another kicker. So I'm actually gonna go after both of them. I'm gonna look. Hey, we might end up we'll get rid of one. We might be starting a true freshman next year. I'm gonna get them both though. Because I'm going to move one to probably punter. Which likely the coffin corner one. But this kicker is overall better than our kicker we have now on paper. So we need to send the house on him. Send the house on the kicker. That honestly, that might lock him in. Right? Like nobody's ever sent the house before. We're changing the narrative for kickers. Okay, so there's 2 kickers. The reason I know we could technically go after a punter, right, specifically, but we don't need to. We're just getting two kickers, and we're going to see how good they are, and then make the decision in the offseason at if we're gonna move. We're probably gonna move one and just let them develop, right? Just gonna move them, let them develop. Dude, who else do we need? We have 105 hours left. We might as well use them. This is when we start to look for some gems, right? We've already looked at all the 4-star players that have not committed yet. We've already looked at all the ones that have been on our list. And everybody has committed. So this is when we look for sleepers. This is when we look for deep sleepers in some positions that we need. Linemen, honestly, we have a good group of young linemen, a lot of freshmen. We have 5 centers. I mean, you can never have too many offensive linemen, right, in development. A lot of freshmen. That class right there, when they get older, it's going to be a huge pro class. That's going to really improve our pro potential. So we're just looking at positions we don't have a lot of. Cornerbacks, we have 9. We need them. Even though our cornerbacks are much better at the second half of the season. But we don't really need any positions, to be honest. We really don't. Like, our recruiting class is really good. But you might as well use them, right? And we got 104 hours. That's when you know you have a good recruiting class, right? That's when you know. So this is when we just kind of look for best overall 3-star talent that has not been signed. So athlete, yeah, let's go after the athletes. Any athletes, and you might be able to find some fast wide receivers as well. 6'5" Phil General quarterback. There's another kicker. We don't want to power. Well, they might have good accuracy. We can check. No harm in adding people to this list and just trying, you know? The main thing are the athletes first. That's the athletic scrambling quarterback with pretty good traits. Is not a gem. 88 speed, though. Road Dog Gold. Not bad. We don't need a quarterback at all. So they could play other positions, though. We don't know what, though. And there's our first gem. So this is 6'2", 198. They could play receiver. They're too slow. Maybe could play tight end, but we have a good tight end already. Now this one, this is a wide receiver, right? Physical wide receiver, 6'2", 213 from Florida. 93 speed, 90 jumping, and gem. And we could play on other positions. I'm going to actually go ahead and send the house on them. We got lucky and found our gem right away, right? So there we go. And we can look at the other ones next week if we have time. If we have time and have the hours. I love recruiting in this game. I know you all can tell I always leave it in the videos, so those that love recruiting like me and love to watch it, get to watch it. That's why it's in there, and that's also why I have timestamps for you all as well. That's why I have the beginning intros talking about the updated top 25 and everything, because me, when I watch Dynasty content, I like to see that stuff, right? I like to see what's going on in college football, updated top 25 each week, college football projections. I know some people don't like to see that, which is why I always put the timestamps for you all. That's why I do that. So, it's time for the weekly events. Do we get any new recruits? A Week 12 victory, hard fought. Every game this year has been hard fought. It's been intense. We've made some mistakes recently. And yeah, Brock Vandegrift has really struggled this year. Really struggled. But here we go. No new recruits, but we're first on 4 new recruits list. That's huge, or on at least the updates that we had. And we play Florida at home. We are now the number 3 ranked team in the nation. Are you kidding me? We'll get a full updated top 25 at the beginning of the next episode. Let's go, Kentucky. Hard-fought win in Vandy, right? Vandy took down Missouri. We have to keep that in mind. Vandy took down number 8 ranked Missouri in Vandy. And they almost took down us as well. That Vandy team is much better. I mean, when they play at home, that Vandy team is insane. That was a cool environment, too. So, no new recruits unless it just didn't show them. We'll look just in case. Sometimes they don't show up. And no. So, no new recruits yet. We're making progress. Look, that kicker. That's what I wanted to see. We're up there on that kicker's list and the other one. So we're number 1 on the kickers list, and we can do the scouting. We have 100 hours. We can scout those other 3 stars. We don't need really much more in this recruiting class besides all these that we're going after. After we land, if we can land all these, this battle's close right here, this halfback. But if we can land all these athletes, we are going to have one of the top recruiting classes. Tony Beckner, a power back. Is this the one with the good speed? Yeah, this is a really good player. Really good halfback. And would love to get him. And we might be able to do their hard sell next time. We might be able to. Now, Virginia Tech has the influence boost. We have the offseason too. I don't think they're going to make their decision before the offseason. So we will have the offseason as well. They might make it before the offseason, but I hope not. Because we can schedule a visit and everything. So week 13 will be Kentucky at home versus Florida. Number 3 ranked Kentucky. My guess is probably Penn State, Georgia, and then Kentucky. We don't know. I don't want to give it away until we see it at the beginning of the next episode. Thank you all for watching this video to the end and for all the support on this series. This is one of my favorite series on the channel. I love every episode. It is a stressful series because these games are intense. It takes full focus, but I'm glad you all are enjoying this series as much as I am. If you got some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like. It really helps the channel and keeps these series going. And be sure to check out the other career mode episodes on the channel. We got tons of them right now. The newest one is NBA 2K25, and honestly, they are all a blast. If you enjoy this one, you're likely to enjoy the other ones. I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.